Hello, awesome people. I hope you're having a great day today. Today we're taking a look at the 1916 short story published more than 100 years ago, The Thing in the Weeds in the Pulp Era by William Hope Hodgson. It's 17 pages and is the 8th short story of 10 in this collection for you folks. I started reading it last night in the bath at about 10:30 and finished it at 10:53, just 23 minutes later. It wasn't even 25 minutes long. Even though this is an oversized collection, and this is, more than 100 years ago, and a lot of similar pulp stuff that has survived and is still being read, tends to be a little bit faster, denser, harder to read, it's denser, and so forth. But I find this stuff to be very, very quick, and fast-paced, and so forth. I'm going to be giving this a 7.5 out of 10 for you folks. This is also set in a boat. He served in the Navy, so a lot of his stuff serves. A lot of his stuff is in boat settings, and this one happens too. So as a reminder, my reviews are spoiler free, so I'll be giving you the spoiler detail. I'll try to link you to the Weird Tales collection that we've been doing a deep dive into for William Hope Hodgson's horror stuff, as well as I'll try to find it for you for free online. I was able to find the one, The Voice in the Night, that we did recently in another collection for you folks. So anyway, so what winds up happening here in The Thing from the Deep, The Thing in the Weeds right there. So they are in a boat. They are going through a place. They've stopped off in Madagascar, and now they have launched off from it, and it's getting close to night. And something happens to two of our key main characters. One of them, the first mate, disappears, and our point of view character is somebody who serves under the first mate. The first mate disappears in a big thing. All that's left is blood, and a lot of things have been bent and destroyed that have been there. So that starts sort of a what happened to the first mate sort of thing, if you will, and things will turn in a horror direction very, very quickly. Ultimately, we'll find out what's happening in a horror-ish way. So there you are. I'm not a big fan of the ending of this. It's fine, but it's not a horror ending. It's still in the horror genre, right? But it's just not the ending that I would have hoped for in my horror stuff in the pulp era. But your mileage may vary if you've read it, so let's talk about it more in the comments below. So anyway, so William Hope Hodgson was very, very prolific, and he wrote some horror stuff during his career in the era. As a contemporary with a lot of big stuff. Only his horror stuff has mostly survived, like this collection. And he has a novel that's been published by Penguin Classics too. But that's pretty cool. So we're doing a deep dive into him. I read his stuff once, a collection about 15 years ago, when I was doing a deep dive into this era's horror stuff. I picked up a collection and knocked it out and liked it. I'd never gone back and read it because I had lost it when I did a move. And so I read one of his short stories, The Voice in the Night, that I talked about earlier, in a previous collection that had a lot of horror stuff in it that I reviewed for you folks. And I liked it, and I said, I should go back and pick up it. And so I picked up this collection, and now we're doing a deep dive into William Hope Hodgson stuff in the horror genre for you folks. So there you are, and this is the 8th horror story at 17 pages long. It took me about 23 minutes last night for me to knock it out, so that was pretty cool, and I definitely enjoyed it. Again, giving it a 7.5 out of 10. As a reminder, this channel is named The Worst Thing About New Books, a quote by a French philosopher, Jacques Joubert, who said that the worst thing about new books was that they kept us from reading the old ones. And this is definitely an older work, right? More than 100 years ago, it's free online, it passes copyright date. Right, so these sort of forgotten things are sort of the passion of where my channel comes from, and specifically in horror, fantasy, and science fiction. So, anyway, so what'd you think about it? Did you agree, disagree with my 7.5 out of 10? Or if you want to talk about spoilers or the ending, let's do so in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, why not hit that subscribe button? There's going to be a lot more of these follow. And then finally, I want to thank you so much for taking some time out of your day and investing it and watching my video. We all have so many things that are happening in our lives, and we're pulled in so many different directions. So the fact that you spent this time with me is incredibly humbling, and I appreciate it. So thanks again, and have an amazing day.